Hey guys, we are
Herndon.JonesSquared.
Back with another video.
Hey y'all.
So today guys, we're just going to talk about me growing up as a little lover of ladies.
Women.
But anyway, so I have been who I am from as long as I can remember. I can think back all the way to elementary school when
You was getting all the ladies.
well, I was really affectionate and sweet all of my life. But I had my mother. Oh, thank you.
You are.
My mother had friends who used to tell her because I was so affectionate all the time. And of course, I'm not going to be all over men giving them hugs and kisses all the time, although I was sweet to everybody. They just told my mother they thought I was going to be
Okay, so wait, let's
lesbian.
preface this video with, in no way are we expressing, or she's expressing her story to condemn anyone.
Or to condemn myself.
Right.
I am who I am.
Or to make anyone feel ashamed of who they are, or the reasons why they are who they are.
Right. So that's
It's
not
just
what this
her
video is
story,
for.
strictly her story on her growing up as a lesbian and not really understanding it in the beginning.
Really not understanding in the beginning, because when I would hear or people would tell my mom they thought I was going to be gay, I didn't understand it, guys, because I was a little bookworm. So
people who knew you and knew your mom would say that?
yeah, I guess, you know how they say you can see a little boy and his femininity from like being
true.
really young, and kind of think that a male is going to grow up being gay because they're a little more feminine, not as rough as most little boys.
Because yeah, I remember as a kid, like we knew, you know, that our cousin liked doll babies too much. And we were like, oh, he's gonna be gay. He likes boys. So, you know, as children, children know. So I guess adults see it also, whether they want to admit it or not.
Right. And even if children can't verbalize what it is that they feel or who they are, but as you come into yourself, you're like, oh, this is what's going on here.
Yeah.
So I can remember being in elementary school, even wanting always to have an attractive teacher. You know, not to call anybody ugly or anything like that, but I was enamored by beauty, I felt men to be aesthetically beautiful, but I felt women to be more like aesthetic to me. And I didn't quite understand it. And of course, growing up, you know, being gay or liking women was just frowned upon. So I had to deal with a whole lot of stuff. But nonetheless, I am who I am today, and I've always been in female relationships. Like, I've dated men or had dates with men, but never that attachment to men.
Right.
So it's like I didn't wake up and say, I want to be gay today, or I just want to be a lesbian. Like, I have literally had a longing or a yearning for women. I don't know if it's because I had such a beautiful mother, guys, Ruby D, and I did any and everything in life to get her attention, you know, to just get the attention of my mother. And yeah, so psychologists would say is, you know, displaced emotions, or something that I may have felt for the longing of my mother that's been placed on women, you know. So who knows? Only God knows. But all I do know is that being gay, straight, bisexual, heterosexual, whatever, you are still a child of God.
Right. And
you are still able to serve the God that everyone else serves.
If you're into that, then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like this. Elementary, middle school, high school. I even had friends, guys, growing up who kind of treated me differently around other people, because now as an adult, most of them are gay, and they used to tell me, you know, I was a free spirit. Like, I wasn't fast. They knew that I probably liked women because I never took advances from really attractive guys, athletes, so forth and so on. And again, I've had interactions with males. They just have never moved me.
Right.
Mentally, emotionally, and any other type of way like women do. You have any questions about that? Because it's like,
What?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little fidgety individual, and I keep kicking the table. So she's giving me little under the table cues, like stop hitting, you know. But growing up and being a child that absorbs so much from other people, is like you really have to be leery and watch what you say around children, watch what you do around children. This, you know, this, that, and the third, because we are who we are from the time we were born, from all the things that are put into us, and we are a conglomerate, I love that word, of our experiences, like the building blocks from day one to where we are today. Would I say I'm ashamed of who I am? The answer is no.
Nobody should be ashamed of who they are.
They shouldn't be. But you know, you have other people in life that want to place their beliefs and things like that on other people, as if what I do is going to keep you out of heaven. And that's not the case.
No.
And
God loves us all.
You know, he does.
We're all his children, and he does not make mistakes, honey.
Indeed. But have you guys noticed too, the most religious people are the most judgmental people, those holier than thou type of people,
right? And
God is a God of love. And if people that are of God and think that what some people are doing are, you know, an abomination to God, then you pray for that person, you love on that person, you accept that person for who they are, because God created no perfect man or no perfect woman,
but he never makes a mistake.
Never, because he definitely didn't make a mistake with me. So like I said, I am just who I am. I will not change loving my wife for anybody, because I always say if loving her is wrong, I don't want to be right. Period. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I hope that all that are around us and in a part of our lives really lovingly accepts us for who we are, because everyone deserves that.
True. And if everyone you don't, then that. You know, you're also entitled to your opinion, you're entitled to your beliefs and your feelings.
Yeah.
But we're not trying to force what we are or how we live upon you, so don't force that upon us.
Right. Well, you know what I mean? It's like live and let live.
So I mean, going back to your story on, you know, growing up gay, when did you first feel like you accepted yourself and was comfortable in your skin?
I would say when I graduated from high school, during my college years, because, you know, being heavily acquainted with athletes and the basketball team, you got your more tomboyish women who were, you know, bold about who they are, and usually more accepted because, one, they're athletes.
Right.
And people tend to think that because a woman is an athlete, then it's typical or normal for them to have like tomboyish mannerisms or behaviors. So I would say college. And I wrestled with what other people thought about me. I would even say I'm closer to 50 now than anything, but even up as far as like my 40s or my late 30s, you know, just living my life not fully, but based on how other people felt about me. I've always felt love, but people are always in the corner somewhere judging, and
people love you for what you can do for them.
Yeah, I definitely know that too. But today I love myself so much for the totality of me.
Right.
I can give a bunch of reasons as to what people say or why people say that I may have grown up to be a lesbian, but that's for another story time. But
so do you think your experiences shaped you, or you, like you said, like you've always said, you've been that way all your life?
I have. And I believe that what my mother's friends said they saw, but me not being mature enough and old enough to understand what they saw.
Oh, okay, I got it.
It was like me growing up thinking like, wondering what that meant. And I always knew it was attributed to me hugging or kissing or being affectionate towards women.
Right.
But when I had an experience in life to tell me, oh, this is what it means to be gay. And even today, I don't like to put myself in a box. Like some people do labels. I don't do labels.
You know.
I am Carletta.
And that is, a lot of people are like, you know, some people fall in love with the person. It has nothing to do with the
gender.
sex or the gender. Right. It has nothing to do with, you know, what you're made of or the body parts you have. It has everything to do with your heart, who you are, and how you make that person feel. That's what people, honestly, that's what people should fall in love with. And because I think when you break it down that way, it has nothing to do with being gay or being straight. You love who you love.
I love who I love. And that's just...
And I am who I am, and you are who you are.
Right. And like I said, I have nothing against men at all. Like, you have a lot of women that are gay that really despise men for whatever reason. And sometimes they do just because they just do. I don't live in that type of box.
Right.
I think men are aesthetically beautiful, like I said before. But women are more aesthetically beautiful to me. I notice women. I notice men, but I notice women.
Right.
You know, and that's that on that. I mean, it's not much more I can say about that.
So, to sum it all up, love who you are and love who you want to love. And there's no wrong answer. There's no, you know, you're not doing anything wrong. So don't let people make you feel like you are, because you're not.
Or simply don't live your life for other people.
That.
Like I said, there's a God that sits high and looks low.
Exactly.
And we all
that's
have,
not you,
right,
or anybody else,
or
in
you,
our lives.
or you.
Absolutely.
And we all have our own personal relationship with God.
Facts.
But don't for any chance think that you can keep my God away from me, because you cannot. And am I still a lover of women? I am.
Yep.
A lover of gospel music. I sing more gospel than I do this R&B or this secular or this rap stuff y'all listen to.
Look what they call it, worldly music.
Worldly music, basically.
We're not all that. We're not throwing a religion upon you.
No, of course not.
No.
You know, God is
because
God.
you serve
God is
the
love.
God you serve, and if you don't serve a God, then that's fine too.
You better have a higher power out here in these streets.
Whether it's God or science.
You hear me? You better have a higher power out here in the streets. But for my straight, gay, lesbian, transgendered people out here, Christians, non-believers, or whoever,
right,
understand I love you for who you are, and I don't want to change you.
No.
Because we all have our own walk, right?
Right.
And I'm a leader of love. I lead with love, and can't no one that I deal with or have a relationship with tell you anything different.
Right.
And that's
she loves me.
I do, and I love her, and I won't allow any human being to judge me for that.
No.
Because it is what it is.
That's right.
What you gonna do about it? You gonna check me?
Who will check me, boo?
Who gonna check me? Nobody. But anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for allowing us to come here and just, you know,
chat it out. I like this format.
I do like this format too. But if you want me to go into greater detail, you know, leave topics, guys. We keep saying leave those topics in the comments. Like, you know, subscribe, share. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, ask me questions. I really don't mind. If it's about me growing up, being a lesbian, I have a child, want to know how that happened. Anything. You know, how it felt to raise a child, having been a lesbian my whole life, my whole life. Like, I have the details. You want the deets? Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep. And if you have a story that you want to share, like we always say, put it in the comments, and we definitely will respond.
Yep. Let's talk about it.
Yep. We love y'all. Until next time. Bye.